pleasure to still be part of a number of conversations here at the NPUA conference, but presenting for the Hockey Umpires Trust, and the opportunity now to speak to international umpire Marcin Grochal. Marcin, we've known each other for a long time. Just can you confirm the level that you got to and what you've done as an umpire?
So I've been umpiring for 21 years now, probably 17, 18 of those internationally. I've umpired a number of tournaments, including World Cups and Olympic Games. And yeah, I think that's that.
So your umpiring journey, coming from a smaller country, does that make it more of a challenge? Was it an opportunity? How did that influence your progress?
Well, I think it's both. It's a challenge and opportunity. It was challenge definitely in terms of having access to quality hockey, to having quality games, coaching, support. But at the same time, it was an opportunity because the competition was much smaller. With my ambition to kind of self-learn, self-develop, I managed to get to the level where I have been noticed internationally at the very early stage of my career, and then also, again, luck had to something to do with that, because at the time when I entered the international umpiring scene, European Hockey was setting up the UDP program, which I was fortunate enough to be a member of the first class, let's say. So coming from a smaller nation, it's very often it's how you take it and how you kind of build your own path or kind of take the opportunity despite the challenges.
So one thing you said there was you talk about self-learning and self-development. So I'm going to make the assumption that the support in a smaller nation at times could have been limited. What we're trying to do is open up a series of conversations to allow people to interact with each other in the wider umpiring community. So within your development, how important was it for you when you spoke to other people from other umpiring communities, other officiating communities? Did you feel that helped you to grow?
Oh, absolutely. Watching people on the pitch, then having discussions with them, having access to top level mentoring, that came later with UDP, but kind of building the network. I remember I went to I think one of the tournaments and had opportunity to just have a chat with the people that at the time were the top umpires, umpiring at Olympic Games and World Cups, and just having a conversation about their experience and what does it take to get to that level. For me, as a still youngster at the time with kind of dreams of doing the games they're doing now, it was unbelievable and a great opportunity. So I tried to kind of break those. I was fortunate enough to be able to break those barriers for myself, but it definitely helped me to be better. Because those barriers sometimes are very artificial and construct. So sometimes we're not bold enough to kind of start that conversation or kind of say hi. And what I learned, we're all people. They were all friendly people, open to have a conversation. And I think I'd like to think that people can say the same about me in some time. Yeah.
And we're trying to tap in a little bit into the more emotional side, the holistic side of umpiring as part of a bigger community. And when we think about players talk about, I have a goal, I want to win an Olympic medal, etc. And we quite often then ignore the third team, as it's called, the umpires, the officials who surround it. Is there that emotional recognition of wanting to achieve? Is it a goal within an officiating and umpiring community to go, right, the World Cup is as meaningful to an official as it is to a player?
100%. My first dream, because it was a dream, it wasn't even a goal, was to go to Olympic Games as an umpire, which after I achieved it in London, what's next? Well, now I want to do umpire gold medal game. And that also kind of materialized, that happened for me. So we all have we're all very ambitious, we have our expectations, we dreams. just the same as the players do, right? We want to do the best. We want to do what's best for the game. We want to do the best games also, because that's kind of like a recognition of where we are and what we achieved, or of our performance. And at the same time, also dealing with disappointment, like players, of not doing the games we thought we want, or not going to tournaments we want. It's very similar to what a player would go for. Obviously, in our different bubbles. But it's very similar.
And we can quite often get rules and process focused about umpiring and officiating, but you just talked about the mental elements of dealing with success and failure. So is it really important that all programs, so it's not just about the trust, about governing bodies and everything, that they explore all of the facets that can impact upon performance, so almost ignoring the rules bit, because that's easy, relatively easy, because it's written in a little book and there are other sets of rules, but everything that surrounds it is vital elements of umpiring?
Yeah, because at the end we're humans, right? So, and we are also some of our experiences. That's not limited just to the games we did. It's also to our how we brought up, what we do at work, the responsibilities, the experiences we gain along the way. And actually, with time, I feel that the way I am at work, all the experiences I had at work or at home, outside the hockey world, kind of made me a better umpire along the way, because I am, there's more empathy, there is more understanding, and more humility as well. That sometimes can, as a young person, you think you're on top of the world, but that kind of along the way you help to be a much more mature person, and that also shows on the pitch then, and your relationship with the players, the way you manage the game, the way you talk, or even open to sometimes admit to mistakes, but also sometimes to kind of make the necessary hard decisions that you wouldn't necessarily kind of be so brave to take when you are younger.
Do you think, therefore, that can also go the other way? If we're looking to try and get more umpires, young umpires particularly, into the game, do you think that umpiring can help develop you as a person, that then gives you a better set of skills to take outside umpiring back into life?
Again, yes. Today we had this presentation by Faneke, how her umpiring experiences made her a better at her work, kind of being a better manager, dealing with pressure, and all the skills that she acquired from her days on the hockey pitch and dealing with players. So it really goes both ways, right? You can exchange those experiences, and at the end you are, would like to believe that you'll be a better at both, or at all the things that you do.
Well, that's fabulous. Thank you for that insight in terms of how your career life helps you as an umpire, and then umpire helps you in life. That's fabulous, and the Trust is trying to explore all of those different avenues. Another great conversation with a fantastic umpire, hopefully many more to come.